Oh, hello there. How's it going? Man, tell me y'all saw the suspension that Adam Silver just gave John Morant and the bag that MJ is finna get for these Charlotte Hornets. And the NBA draft is coming up this Thursday. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, man, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, roll something up, and let's talk some hoops. Keep it locked. Welcome, everybody to another episode of the On My Hoops podcast. Once again, it's your boy John J. And man, oh man, we got us a real legit hoops week. Man, but before I jump into it, ladies and gentlemen, please, drop me a like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell, man, and turn on your notifications. Also, you can follow me on Facebook at John J. That's JOHNJAY. On Instagram, JJAY_15. And on Twitter, JJAY15. And also, man, check out the show online on mysports.com. But man, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, before I get into this, big congratulations to the 2023 NBA World Champion Denver Nuggets. Great fun series, ended in 5 games, as I predicted. Round of applause, pat on the back, why not? But it was a great showing from the duo of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. The two did their thing, so big shout out to them. Congratulations. The Joker couldn't wait to get that parade over with so he can get back to the crib. Like I said, he lost the MVP trophy, ended up getting it back. Thank the Lord. But big shout out to him, man. I'm happy about this. A new generation. We this might be the start of something special, man. This could be a dynasty in the making. We shall see. It's still early though. But moving along, 'cause we definitely got a lot to get into in a short amount of time. But we've been waiting for it. We knew it was coming after the finals. The Ja Morant suspension. Commissioner Adam Silver came and dropped it on us. 25 games for the kid, no pay. And as you could have guessed, the Players Association is disputing it. They say it's too many games. So first off, y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think it was too many games, too little games, or just right? I'm going to say it's probably, I think I might have mentioned when we knew that it was coming up that it was going to be about 25 games expected. Adam Silver is kind of a softie. I know some people wanted half the season, some people wanted the full season. And like I said, the Players Association thinks that it was too many games. I personally think that 25 games, that's cool. That's right. I don't think it's too many games by any stretch. I think you could have probably went a little bit more, but 25 is good. There needs to be an increased punishment. He was once suspended 8 games for it last time. You gotta raise the bar. Ja Morant is a big deal to these kids. We want to see a development. We want to see an improvement. He's got to grow up. Hopefully, from this suspension and the lack of pay, he gonna learn. He's already gonna start the season ineligible for the postseason, the full major awards, because he won't be able to make that new 65 game minimum. Already missing the 20 games. So hopefully the kid learns from this situation and grows and continues to get better. We want to see him around for the long haul. I'm a huge fan of 𝓒𝓨. He's one of the most exciting players in the league, man. One of the most exciting players the league has ever seen. So definitely want to see him get his situation in order. And we'll see what comes of this Players Association appeal. See if he get it decreased even more, but I highly doubt it. But moving along, the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all anything like me, this is one of my favorite times of the year, man. The NBA draft is coming up. This coming Thursday. Man, some lives are about to be changed. Some generational wealth is about to get handed out, ladies and gentlemen. And all season long, we've heard the name Victor Wembanyama. We all know he's going to be the number one pick. The Spurs won the lottery, so therefore they win the grand prize of Vic Dub. And he is going to be he is a tremendous player. He can do it all. He can put the ball on the floor, attack the paint, shoot the three, crossover, everything. Defense, block shots. I would say the only worry about him is his slender frame. You wonder if he'll be able to bang around in the league. Last year, a similar built rookie that never saw the court on his rookie year was Chet Holmgren from the Oklahoma City Thunder. That same slender frame. Only question mark for Vic Dub is will he be able to make it through the rigors of a full season? But other than that, I don't see a hole in that kid's game. But we'll see how he fares against NBA competition. But I want to bring a little light to a few other names that y'all might not be familiar with. And I'm not going to sit here and go over every kid in the draft. I'm not even that familiar with all of them, but there's a few that I've been paying attention to, so we'll call these a few of my favorites. And I got 4 names that, I want you all to pay attention to, because I think these guys, one, will all go in the top 10, possibly even the top 5. But I think these guys can be some difference makers on the next level. A couple of them have real star potential, I think. And a couple others are, right on the cusp. Good, solid players that'll be able to come in and fit a role, but can develop into something else if they follow the right path, the right developmental path, if they go to the right team, the right situation. But these are 4 guys that I like and I think should be paid attention to in this upcoming draft this Thursday. So I'm going to get right into it. This is another name that you've heard mentioned on this show and others quite often. Alongside of the Vic Dub talk, and I'm talking about Scoot Henderson. Yeah, Scoot. It's a interesting name, absolutely, but this kid is a difference maker. This kid is a game changer. The kid is 6'2", with a 6'9" wingspan. That's pretty significant. insane athleticism and speed. He loves to attack with reckless abandonment. He uses his floaters and his runners effectively, and he's very strong for his size at 200 pounds. He can finish over defenders bigger than him because of this. This kid has a pure dog mentality with an alpha dog mindset. He's a really good passer and playmaker, but he still needs to refine his jump shot. He's not a real serious threat from the 3-point, but his mid-range is pretty solid. He will absolutely lead Sports in the top 10 on plenty of nights. He is built in the John Morant, Derrick Rose type of mold. Scoot Henderson, remember the name. A lot of teams are you're going to see clamoring with Portland to get that pick. And we'll get into that later with some draft trade rumors. But this kid is going to go 2 or 3. He could go 2, but this is when it comes down to team need. He just might fall to 3 just because of the needs of the number 2 team. But probably the number 2 player on most boards. Scoot Henderson. Star potential. Dare I say superstar potential. Remember the name, Scoot. After that, another name. And this is a guy that could go number 2, that is projected to go number 2, that I think will go number 2. And not to say that he's better than Scoot, it's just positional value. Scoot is a point guard, and the Charlotte Hornets have the number 2 pick. They have LaMelo Ball, who is also a point guard. And while it is possible for the 2 to play together, I don't think that will give you the best version of Scoot Henderson. But Brandon Miller, I think, will playing alongside LaMelo Ball. I think that's a good mix. You mix them in between the bookends, Melo and Mark Williams at center, a good, strong defensive big. And you got something. You got something there if you're the Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Miller, for those of y'all who don't know, from Alabama. Good size, 6'9". Kid's got a silky smooth jump shot. Really good crossover. Really strong athleticism. He uses his length very, very well in the passing lanes and with chase down blocks. Real smooth when attacking, man. He could drive to the rim, or he could stop on a dime and hit the turnaround. He's got a full arsenal in his bag, and he's got some PG-13 vibes. This is another kid with some star potential. He's going to be fun to watch. And although I'm not finna sit up here and say that he's better than Scoot, I think he has more of an all-around game. He could do a little bit of everything. And like I said, star potential. Brandon Miller can be something real special. And I think playing with LaMelo Ball will unlock that out of both of them. Can play some small ball 4 in this modern age of the NBA, but I think is a natural wing. And I hope that is where they play him. I don't know what's going to happen with the Miles Bridges situation. He will be eligible next season, so we'll see what happens with that. But this kid, Brandon Miller, is something special. So, moving along to another kid. Amen Thompson. So I'm going to call him Amen. 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 This kid is an exceptional athlete. He has elite athleticism. Flat out flies. And acceleration. He's very quick. He loves to attack the rim. He has a quick crossover. Man, watch your head. When that crossover comes, he sees the basket and he's going to attack as often as possible. He also has a good runner and is a solid passer, but he can get a bit too irresponsible with the ball from time to time. Uh, really good, solid defensive potential, but he's not all the way there yet. But he is a highlight factory waiting to happen. But he really needs to refine his decision making in his jump shot. But if he could do that, he has some star potential. He almost kind of reminds me, and this is for my throwback fans. I got a New York Knicks fan that's gonna love the sound of this, but this kid kind of reminds me of a Spree, man, Latrell Sprewell. If y'all are too young and don't remember the name, look up Latrell Sprewell and his highlights. But yeah, this he can be something, but definitely needs to work on that jumper. My man Thompson. Next up, and the last one that I'm going to really get into, although I do have a couple honorable mentions to watch out for too, but his twin brother, Ausar Thompson. And this will probably be the first time we've ever had twins both go in the top 10 of the same NBA draft. That's a special historic moment. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. But Ausar, a very good defender, quick feet, allows him to stay with his opponent on the perimeter. A decent shot blocker, elite athlete, just like his twin. Um, both of these guys love alley oops. Good speed, and his crossover allows him to get to the rim and finish. He's really good at cutting to the basket without the ball. He's a great playmaker in transition. He loves to get his teammates involved before himself. He's very good at attacking defenders, though, and finding open teammates. He has a point forward skill set. Ausar Thompson. So these are four kids that I really like heading into this draft. I think they have a opportunity, based depending on where they go, to really affect a team on the next level for the better. Some more honorable mentions. Cam Whitmore, another solid player, should be in the top 10. Kind of a Caron Butler, husky, strong guy. Can play on the wing though. And Jarris Walker, power forward, another husky guy, but about 6'8" maybe. So not your typical big power forward, but strong at the position. But ladies and gentlemen, Thursday. I can't wait. I hope you can't wait. Get down in the comments. Tell me if you got some other names that I didn't mention, if you want to give a little report on them. But moving along, some draft day potential trade rumors. With it being around the corner, you're hearing so much talk about potential rumors, and a lot of teams trying to get into this top 5. A lot of teams trying to get that Portland Trailblazers pick at the number 3 spot for Scoot Henderson. He is a very, very valuable commodity this offseason, probably one of the biggest. And everybody knows that Portland is looking for a star player to put alongside Dame Lillard to keep him happy. Because it's pretty much going to be, if Portland makes that pick, then they're likely to trade Dame. But right now, all signs point to them wanting to keep him and keep him happy. So that pick is the best chance to get a star player alongside of him. And you're hearing all kind of rumors right now from Zion. I've heard that they really want Brandon Ingram instead. The Bulls are interested. I've heard that they've gauged interest on Zach LaVine. Things could get crazy. Things could get crazy. We know that the Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks are trying to see what they can get for their pick. They got a number 10 pick. So you might see some moving and shaking going on, man. Next time we meet, things could be drastically different. I'm excited to see the potential outcomes that can come from this Thursday night. Moving along from that, the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors have replaced Bob Myers at GM. And we mentioned it before that it was something that was likely to happen, but it is official that Mike Dunleavy Jr. will be taking over as the new GM of the Golden State Warriors. So this is a very critical offseason for that team. Will they stay the same or will they blow it up? This team could look drastically different the next time we see them in action. So it'll be interesting to see. Jonathan Kuminga is a hot commodity. Will Draymond Green opt out? The latest rumor is that he may opt out. I think that is a mistake. I think he needs to pick up that option. But who am I? It's not my money. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with those Golden State Warriors. There's a lot riding on that team for this offseason. And a lot of money expected to be handed out with Clay wanting an extension, Draymond wanting to get extended. I personally think that at least one of Poole and or Wiggins will probably be getting traded just because they're probably more movable as opposed to Draymond or Clay. So we'll see what Dunleavy wants. Does he want to build around the youngsters or does he want to keep the old guys there? It'll be an interesting move that will define at the beginning of his tenure. But moving along, some other off-season rumors. I mentioned the Dame stuff. A lot on that last week with his interview on the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer. But one rumor that's been hot and heavy is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal rumored to be on the move. For those of you that don't know, Bradley Beal has a no trade clause, so he can veto any move. So he really has the ball in his court. And right now, word on the street is that Miami is the front runner to land him. He really likes that. He will veto his no trade clause if he goes there. But the last thing I've heard is also that the Phoenix Suns have also jumped into the mix, and they are a very strong contender. So that'll be something to watch. If I had to put my money on it right now today, though, I think Bradley Beal will probably end up with Miami. I mentioned Bulls gauging interest on Zach LaVine. Just last year, he signed that 5-year, $215 million contract. Season didn't go so well. I personally, as a Bulls fan, definitely want to see Zach LaVine back, but curious to see what you can get for him. I saw some big names potentially on the move. James Harden, we've mentioned from time to time. Is he going to go back to Houston? Is he going to stay with Philly? But now the Lakers are in the mix, and him playing next to LeBron James. So that should be an interesting one. Some big names will be on the move this offseason. I believe this is going to be a fire offseason. It's going to be a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your drinks on deck. Last thing I want to get into, the great MJ. MJ, that is my GOAT. My GOAT. Greatest player of all time, from my perspective. But probably one of the worst owners of all time. But he is finally making a wonderful ownership move, the best move he has made since he has become owner. And he is selling the team to his minority owner. MJ bought the team in 2010 for about 250, yeah, about $250 million, $250 million or $250 million. And it's rumored now that it's selling the team for $3 billion. Way to go, MJ. That is a win. That is a W if I ever seen one. Somebody asked the other day, was that team worth $3 billion? Yeah, if somebody's willing to pay it, yes, absolutely. But not only that, you got a young budding superstar in LaMelo Ball. You got the number 2 draft pick. And I think it's going to be Brandon Miller. So I think that is a young, exciting, budding duo. So, good time, Mike. Strike while the iron is hot. Somebody going to pay it. Go ahead. Get that. Get in. Get out. Good job. That's the best move that you have made as an owner. So, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on this draft coming up. Give me your thoughts on these rumors. And MJ, is it the right move to sell the Hornets now? Other than that, you know me, I like to give, one last word. And, man, I'm telling you, as I'm recording this right now, I just got back from going to go see the new Flash movie. I keep mentioning these comic book movies back to back to back, but they've been fire. What can I say? But the new Flash movie, if you get a chance, go see it. Check it out. Absolute fire from beginning to end. But yeah, aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you enjoyed the show, man, please, if you made it to the end, give me a like. That's going to help with the algorithm and help put the show in front of other places. And help make it better, man. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate to all those new subscribers we got. And please comment. And last but not least, don't forget to hit that bell to turn on notifications so you'll never miss another episode. And don't forget to share also. But ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Whether you like it or you don't, I appreciate you just for making it, for tuning in with me and helping this show grow. It's gotten better since the beginning, and it's going to continue to get better. And your support will help make that happen. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed week. And I can't wait to see you again next week. Ladies and gentlemen, from the All My Hoops podcast. Love you. And I holla. Peace.